Hi, gorgeous ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to share this event with all of you. It's called Healing Through Words, and I'm going to be reading some of my poetry from my new book, Phoenix Rising, available at Barnes & Noble and Amazon online. So here we go. I hope that you guys enjoy it, and I hope that it heals you in some way that it might have healed me a little bit from all of the things in life that happen and the trauma and all of the mental health struggles and the physical health struggles and everything else. It just helps me to be able to create things, and it helps me when I feel less alone, and I like to make other people feel less alone as well. So that's what this is for. I hope you enjoy it. This poem is called Clouds. Her head often escaped to the clouds above, leaving the pain behind and beneath the soles of her feet that danced with the gust of the wind in the sky. She refused to succumb to the darkest, innermost thoughts that continually seeped into her mind. Her perspective was built on solid ground. She may fall, but she was determined to rise. She made friends with the enemies who lived inside her thoughts. Too often she'd allowed them to lead her life, but no longer. No longer would she allow the struggle to take control like so many times before. Now she'd be the force they'd have to reckon with. She'd be the power. She'd be the light. She'd learn to fly. This one's called Ethereal Beauty. Dangerous but divine, she bled courage and resilience. The mirrors to her soul held secrets in a tight fist. Her fingertips were numb from every ounce of empathy. The light was dim, far off in the distance. Her motivation faltered, but never ceased to exist. A warrior from the depths of the ocean lived within her soul. Light flickered in her eyes, fire flowed through her veins. Her melancholy heart had burst into flames, but a masterpiece emerged from the ashes and the pain. An ethereal beauty, her light reached far beyond this realm, because her truth was honest, raw, and she finally fell in love with herself. This one is called Purpose. Do not underestimate your true value. Your power lies deep within your soul's flame. Have passion and know that no matter the outcome, your life will have immense meaning to the universe. People will forget, but nature won't. You'll live within the soil and fertilize the trees. Your purpose will live within the wind's miraculous breeze. Life isn't simple, but there's always immense beauty. Take a deep breath, release the tension in your shoulders, close your eyes, and know that peace lives within your mind if only you turn on the light to find it. This one's called Boundaries. Boundaries are necessary for my soul. I will respect my mind and my spirit by allowing myself to heal. I will dip my toes in serenity where I will find rest and clarity. My peace comes before anyone's chaos. I am not too late to find victory within my struggles. I will conquer and move mountains. My mind is stronger than the pain inflicted upon me. My fight will defeat the enemy and set me free. Life's obstacles do not define me. My emotions are valid. It's okay to acknowledge the hopelessness. I will rise. This one's called Embers. Heat rose from the sand beneath her skin. She opened her tired eyes to fire raining from the skies above. The scent of smoke and evergreens filled her nose. Pieces of ash lined with deep red-orange tints fell like burning snowflakes. She pushed herself up from the ground and stood to her bare feet. Her skin was cracked and bleeding as the embers beneath dimly glowed. To her right, the crimson ocean tide pulled the sand deeper into its midst. It played a soft, melodic tune of dismal tranquility. The wind was laced with gray, whispering secrets of an apocalyptic dream. Her feet began to move toward the crashing waves. Her heart was deep within the cold ocean floor. To her knees, her chest, and her nose, she submerged. This would be the night that she could finally breathe. This one's called Connecting. Do you think if I asked the sun to illuminate my spirit, it would listen and bring me peace? Maybe if my mind weren't such a dark place, it would be easier to find serenity. Depression is a leech, absorbing all the dopamine. Anxiety is a plague, bursting my heart into flames. The nightmares steal my days for days and days. He's always there, waiting in the corners to come out and cause me fear and pain. Connecting was never simple, and now it's debilitating. Every time I try, I lose a little bit more sanity. My body vibrates at the thought of letting go with anyone. My heart pounds against my sternum, begging me to run. It's easier to run. Trust is something I lost long ago, but it comes around from time to time to tease my wise old soul. There's still hope for me. I've grown, healed, and conquered. Life is dismal at times, but the dark doesn't last forever. This one's called Breathing Underwater. Sometimes it's like breathing underwater to live inside my mind. My lungs fill, and I'm no longer alive, but somehow I'm still here fighting for my life. My roller coaster flies to the sky, but the lows hit the ground, and I fight to survive. I'm strapped in without a knife or wings to fly. Will I ever stay above water long enough to get dry? So this poetry book came into reality from my constant need to release the thousands of thoughts that flow through my mind at every moment of every day at a rapid pace. But it's nice to think that my struggles would help someone else and make them feel less alone. So this one's called Dewdrops. The perfect crystalline dewdrops enveloped each blade of grass in the distant meadow. She breathed in the crisp air as the moonlight faded and the sun began to rise over the mountaintops. Crickets and frogs ceased to chirp as they drifted off to sleep. Her toes and the leaves from the willow branches grazed the surface of the water at the base of the falls. She looked up as a snow-white horse dipped her velvet nose into the edge of the river, right where the water began to drop off. The auburn hair stood up on her arms and chills flowed down her spine as the wind whispered secrets through the willow and the curls flowing down the small of her back. The scent of rain and pine needles filled her nose. This was the safe haven she created within her mind to rest her weathered spirit, as she often needed an escape and a place to fall when the chaos within her mind became too loud. It was the one place that she could feel the illuminating light that her soul exuded. There she was at peace with the world and with herself. So this is the book. I hope you guys enjoy it. Have a great night.